Hi guys, Bran here, and welcome to yet another commentary video. Today I'm going to be asking the big question of, should you abuse exploits? Exploits that are in the game that a character is doing something that they're quite literally not supposed to be able to do. It is a bug, and you have the ability to exploit that for your own victory. Should you be doing that? Is that something you should be doing? And I can guess you can already tell kind of where I am on that, but let's go ahead and talk about it because there's something that has brought this up recently. So, for some reason, recently, with the recent patch with Dead by Daylight, dropping with the night and all the fixes that they've had to continually do with this patch, God, isn't the night like the most buggy patch we've had in a very, very long time? Like, DBD patches are never ever like bugless. There's always a lot of issues with each DBD patch, especially character drops, chapter drops, but I feel like this one is exceptionally bad. A lot of bad bugs have come through with this patch. You know, we had the Borgo infamously spawning every pallet spawn for some reason. The list goes on, but one of the things that actually came through with this is the night and the demo now have the ability to transport while picking up survivors. I think the most devastating example I saw of this was I was scrolling through Twitter and I saw a knight that was going to pick somebody up below a pallet. So that, you know, the survivors were waiting around for a pallet save, and he was able to just completely circumvent it using the orb pickup exploit that exists in the game. Hopefully that's patched by the time this video comes out, because I would have been peeved if I was that person waiting to drop that pallet, and then he just scoops them out and yanks them out of there. Demo similarly has an issue right now where he can, you know, portal with the survivor, and you know, imagine if you are in a bad situation where all your scourge hooks are on one side of the map. That's kind of the risk of using scourge hooks, because scourge hooks are mostly just kind of strong with no real drawback. But the drawback is, the one drawback they do have is they are up to RNG, how they spawn. You can get all of them in a bad spawn all in one corner. Obviously stuff like that, you know, if you could just, you know, take the survivor with you to that side of the map, that is no longer an issue. And it's clearly, both these things are clearly things that you are not supposed to be able to do with these characters. You are manipulating the game in a way that, you know, should not be happening. Yeah, and of course, like, the thing that I hear a lot when it comes to, like, you know, abusing exploits, because a lot of people, they're just like, a lot of people actually like really love jumping on abusing exploits, and that's something that has to do with like the community aspect of DBD. Just kind of like, I feel like this community really likes to bully each other. It's a really nasty community. Sometimes there's great parts of the community, like you watching right now. You're a good part of the community. I for the most part have a great mass of people that watch me, and I really appreciate you guys for not being buttheads for the most part. But a lot of people are unfortunately bullies in this DBD community. So if they can take advantage of anything to fulfill that bully fantasy, they definitely will. And the main argument that I see that people usually bring up for that is that, well, you know, I didn't break it. Behavior broke it, so I'm just gonna do whatever the heck I want because, you know, I didn't break it. I'm just using something that's in the game. That's up to behavior to fix. And that's a logic that we say here a lot on this channel, but that comes to balance. We are saying that in reference to balance, like a perk being too strong or a map being too strong or something like that. Things that are intended and are functioning as intended. If you take something like a bug, like the demo or night example, and you are going to be abusing that, I feel like that is very clearly morally a not good thing. I feel that's morally, that's a clear line. That is a very, very clear line, because this isn't just conjecture, right? Like, because like, I fight with you guys all the time. I think Overbrine Eruption is a silly meta. I think it's dumb. And a lot of you guys are, you know, that come from my audience are killer mains. And you guys are really, really living and thriving and loving this kick meta. Good for you. That's a difference of opinion. And it's up to behavior to decide ultimately at the end of the day, am I right or are you right? And it's okay that we can disagree. You are not morally incorrect for using Overbrine Eruption in your matches. And I'm not stupid for not using them because I don't like them. It's okay. We're both okay here because that's not something that is like clear cut. I feel like it's very, very clear cut that this character should not have the ability to teleport a survivor across the map. That is a bug. That is something that is they did not intend. That is something that behavior did not put in the game, and it is not something like kind of like stretching it like a curve or and it's not like a tech or something like car tech, you know, like taking advantage of the red car on so many different maps to, like, you know, slide and hit people. Like, it's not an extension of something that already exists in the game. It's something that quite literally shouldn't. It is a bug. And I feel like if you abuse those things, you kind of are the bad guy in this scenario. You are quite literally trying to take advantage of something to make other people either lose or miserable that quite literally shouldn't be in the game. And I feel like people should avoid abusing exploits. They should just report it and call it a day and shouldn't go about, you know, doing it over and over. And unfortunately, that's, you know, people mostly do the former that we talked about, where they're just kind of like, we're just going to abuse this until it goes away. And I really wish the community wasn't like that. I don't know what the point of this video really is, besides just getting this off my chest, because I'm just disappointed that I see so much of that from the DB community, is that whenever a bug or an exploit comes out, they just constantly abuse it. And it's always been a thing. And it's just, I find it really disheartening that it seems like the community is so out to hurt each other, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Is like, it seems like the community is so out to hurt each other. And I feel like when I'm in other gaming communities, that doesn't happen as much. So it's a little weird. It's a little disheartening. But yeah, obviously, I think this is I don't know why this is a hard thing to figure out, but obviously you shouldn't be using these exploits. If there is a bug or something like that that is clearly giving you a competitive advantage, please do not use it. Please don't be out there using that. And I'd be really interested for those of you that actually do abuse bugs who are in my community. I want to be interested in like what your rationale is besides what, like for the reason why you do it, because like it's something that like I don't really see a good reason for. So I'm open to hearing like what your mindset is with that, because it's something that I truly don't understand, and I would like some kind of like shed some light on it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate y'all so much for hanging out with me today, but I do upload daily, so I will see you tomorrow. But if I do not, you know, I'll see you when I see you. Goodbye.